my brothers all the time, don't say what you won't do. Because you don't know what you'll do when you're under pressure. Somebody ought to help me here. You just got to stay prayerful and trust in God and let him give you the strength to get through what you're going through. Peter didn't know himself. Peter could not do all that he thought he could do. More of the old Simon was still present in him than he wanted to admit. Don't you fool yourself. That Adam nature's still there. And it'll pop up every now and then. Somebody ought to help me here. Miss praying 2 days. Miss studying the word a couple of days. Miss church 3 weeks. And you'll find yourself acting like you used to act. That's why it's important that you don't run with folk who are not saved. That's why the Bible said, come out from among them. Ex-crack addict ain't got no business running with crack addicts. Talking about you gonna bring them to Christ. You better let somebody else bring them. And then they can see you in the house. Come on, help me here. Praising God. You can't go and smell that smoke. It's all in their clothes. It's all on their hands. You got to separate yourself. Ex-womanizer. God then blessed you and took that out of your mind. And you're going to go down to the striptease club. Talking about you're going to get a cup of coffee. Preacher talking about he going to relax. Come on, help me here. Some of you ain't going, but you got it in your bedroom. You got the little DVD. Why y'all looking at me strange? You got it on the cable. I ain't getting no amens up here. None. Women talking about it, ain't nothing wrong with it. Here's something wrong with it. Come on, help me here now. Because it messes with your, and anything mess with your mind will eventually mess with your heart. I got to move on here. Peter did not know himself as well as he thought. Peter's words of dedication spoken in the upper room did not come from the faith in God, but rather from his faith in himself. Some of us think we can handle anything. Brothers, the right lady come by. Well, it amazes me how y'all can get quiet when I get on y'all's side. Y'all go to looking at the floor and fumbling your hand. You ought to be saying, amen, Pastor. Let me give you something for to help you. Romans 7:18 says, in my flesh there dwelleth no good thing. The only thing keeps me is him who lives in me. Peter's failure involved the denial of Christ. As Peter tried to be inconspicuous in the courtyard, he was discovered. 3 times he was asked if he was a follower of Jesus, who was then on trial. Each time Peter's response was the same. He denied that he had ever known the Lord. Never would have believed Peter to say that, because he suspected that his denial was not convincing the crowd. The 3rd time he included some religious oaths and curses. Many of us have done the same shameful thing. We don't identify with the church when we're in the wrong place. But I need to tell you, God will take the cover off. Jesus told him prior to going what he was going to do. He already know how we're going to act. Then not only is that a shame, but there's the sorrow over failure. That was a sign of repentance. True disciples weep over their failures. I pray to the Lord, Lord, keep me from doing that again. Because let me tell you who it affects. Not only did it affect me, but it affected my wife. My children never knew till today. But if they had known, it would have affected them. Come on, help me here. What we do has an effect on other people. Real disciples, they're never proud or boastful about such shameful matters. The only reason I told you to let you know you ain't getting nowhere if God don't want you to get nowhere. He'll put it right at your fingertips and you still can't get it. Have I got a witness here? Peter's sorrow began the moment he heard the rooster crow, reminding him of the warning the Lord had spoken to him. That was the look that he received from Jesus. Let me tell you something. God neither slumbers nor does he sleep. He watches every move we make. The look must have messed with Peter's mind. It sent Peter out into the night to express his sorrow with tears. There's nothing wrong, brothers, with crying when you done messed up. There's nothing wrong with shedding a tear, because tears can bring some joy. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Peter was not merely sorry that he had been caught in his denial, but rather he was sorry that he had been caught in his denial, and not only his denial, but he was hurt because he had hurt Jesus. I don't want to hurt Jesus. He's done too much for me. I don't want to hurt.
Also available from the SOS Ministries featuring Pastor James C. Carrington.
Peter, James, and John. You know Peter. Peter was on the Mount of Transfiguration. He did not always fail, but I need to tell you, you ain't always in heaven. Sometimes the Spirit ain't controlling you, and you can mess up. But I need to tell you, just because you mess up, or you ought not to leave church. You ought not to quit singing. You ought not to quit praising. You ought to be praising more than anybody else, because God kept you in the land of the living. Didn't say just the angel, but the cloud they were following through the day. It also got behind them. Have I got a witness? While they were sitting at the Red Sea, the desert on one side, mountains on another side, Pharaoh behind them. The angel held Pharaoh. Have I got a witness? Yeah! The sea held, yeah, Moses and the children of Israel. But watch here now. The cloud got between God's angel and the Israelites. The Bible says, I know he's all right. Preach his word. Hold on his word. Stand on his word. Let him bless you. Let him hold you. Let him protect you. Let him guide you.
You have just experienced the Searching Out Souls ministry with Pastor James C. Carrington. We hope that you enjoyed the message and that it will enrich your spiritual growth. You can obtain other powerful messages from Pastor on DVD for $20, VHS for $15, on CD for $10, or cassette for just $5. To order, simply call the numbers on screen or visit our website at www.willingworkers.com. Follow the sermon catalog link and pick from hundreds of messages to be delivered directly to your doorstep. Don't delay. Order your copy today.